Well, sometimes one parent doesn't really want the divorce and is extremely sad, depressed, angry, and they don't realize that they turn to the child for emotional and psychological support. They sometimes talk about the divorce. They sometimes talk about perhaps something bad that the other party's done to them, like adultery, an affair, financial issues, and they talk to the child as if the child is an adult. No matter how old the child should not be made the third party with those problems. That parent needs to find another resource, a good friend, a therapist, to talk about these kinds of issues and not burden the child. Because the child will tend to want to protect the parent they see as extremely injured, and that will affect the relationship they have with the other parent, good, bad, or indifferent. It's often bad to constantly check on the other parent to see if the child is doing what you want the child to do when they're in the custody and care of the other parent. So for example, I recently had a case where one of the parents, when the child was with the other parent, would call to find out, did you brush your teeth? What did you eat for dinner? Did you do your homework? Has mommy or daddy helped you with your spelling? Kind of a third degree, where the child who is really with the other parent, to be with that parent and to interact with that parent, first of all, is being interrupted, then is being treated in a negative manner by the then non-custodial parent, and also it's a tremendous amount of anxiety for the child to have to worry about whether or not she tells the truth to the other parent, she alibis for the parent she's with. I mean, it's wrong. It also makes the parent who has the child usually furious, because the assumption is, and the inference is, that they are not sufficiently adult enough and competent and capable enough to parent their own child. And it only leads to animosity, bad feelings, and it's the kind of thing that creates custody litigation, even though one would think it's just a simple issue. It's not such a simple issue. I think the parenting time for each parent should be relatively sacrosanct. One phone call during that period of time is fine, but to constantly call and interfere is not a good thing.